40 minutes. So after that, it's open to questions from your side. So moving on to the next slide. So this slide is about business transformation in this current what we call millennial era. So traditionally, if you look at, there have been three major themes around which all transformational initiatives have been structured. So one is the theme of product leadership. So we all know the kind of success that Apple has had, primarily due to the kind of product innovation and the kind of disruptive technologies they brought in their product. So product leadership is one of the themes for business transformation. And the second theme is service excellence. So we are all aware of the kind of service that we get when we walk into a five-star hotel or in a Starbucks coffee or in any niche service provider. So that's another theme around which many companies base their business transformation. The third aspect or the third theme of business transformation has been about operational excellence or streamlined operations and processes and quality. So well-known examples here will be, let's say, Toyota Motors, or in Indian context, the Tata Group, known for their operational excellence. So if you look at from a business point of view, so these are the three themes that companies use to do a lot of business transformation, and all these are based on several performance metrics. So what we are seeing today is that customers are communicating with businesses and transacting in a lot more new ways. So to take a simple example, so there's a lot more online transactions today. So there's a lot more transactions through business using social media. So what we are seeing today is a data deluge, and therefore we see that the companies that manage this huge amount of data flowing in can use that to their advantage, whether they want to excel in product leadership or in service excellence or in operational excellence. So traditionally, so there have been a lot of data-driven decisions in all these three areas, but the trend that we are seeing today is those decisions alone are not enough, and big data, the power of big data has to be leveraged to ensure that these three themes are fully leveraged on. So moving on to the next slide. I hope you can see that now. This is about what analysts and consultants are talking about as far as big data is concerned. So the market verdict is that BI, business intelligence, and analytics fed by big data is a huge growth area right now. So it will remain as a top priority for all chief information officers or chief technology officers in this coming decade. So what we are seeing is that therefore that all the CIOs and CTOs who are concerned about IT-led business transformation are looking at big data and looking at the associated technologies or the background technologies of business intelligence, analytics, and data warehouses as a very critical area for investment. So at the same time, what we are also seeing is that there is a critical shortage of data scientists, and that you can see here that the McKinsey estimates that there is a huge supply-demand gap as far as data scientists are concerned. So what we are seeing here is why at one end we are seeing tremendous growth in the big data technologies, and the other end there are tremendous opportunities for application into business problems. We also see a huge gap growing in the way that people who are comfortable in applying these technologies to business problems, there's a huge skill gap. And that is what is at next end my presentation I'm going to talk about, to show that there is tremendous potential in all the sectors to apply big data, but the problem is to find the competency, to find the techniques, and to apply them at the right place at the right time. So this is going to be a priority for all CIOs to ensure that their investments in IT, in especially in analytics and big data, lead to business transformation. And the areas that I have mentioned are product leadership, service excellence, and operational excellence. So these are the three themes around which my presentation is built. And to move on to my next slide, which is about how these key trends are actually enabling transformation. I hope you're able to see this slide now. So this is about what we have seen so far, that initially the emphasis was on accelerated business outcomes. I mean, companies are talking about building integrated ecosystems, and the next development of in-memory computing came, and then there is a lot of cloud-based analytics right now. So we're talking about new things like a lot of smart devices, the Internet of Things, a lot of geospatial analytics. So the new technologies are actually pushing the frontiers of innovation. So we see a lot of new things happening right now. But what we are also seeing is that the concept of a single data repository has gone. So now what we are seeing is the integration between an enterprise data warehouse, Hadoop technologies, data visualization, and also a lot of social media analytics. So the combination of all this is ensuring that companies are able to do a lot more predictive analytics than what they were doing earlier. So today companies are able, enterprises are in a position to understand consumer behavior much better, to ensure that fraud detection, claims analytics, and these kinds of things are based on a lot more reliable and robust data. So with all these things, so what is it that companies can do to prepare? So one of the things is that with this kind of big data technologies, companies are today empowered to understand customer needs a lot better. And when we talk about customers, we are talking about a distinctly different kind of customers whom today's world we call as millennial customers. Customers who have a different mindset, customers who are what we may call as digital natives, people who are comfortable using these technologies and therefore demand a lot more from their organizations. So therefore, organizations today have to respond to these young, millennial, technology savvy, digital native customers to ensure that their solutions are configured to the needs of these customers. So what it means in competency terms for organizations is that they have to build on their existing data warehouse and BI, existing Hadoop technologies, advanced analytics competencies, and build on that and focus on cloud-based solutions, focus on mobility devices, ensure that data scientists are available to process all this, and then to provide the solution or the service that your end customer technology is what customers are going through in the coming slides. So moving on to my next to show that what people mean by advanced analytics or big data. So big data means many things to many people. And to some people it means just social media analysis, to some people it means a lot of data mining, to some people it means time series data, some interpret it as just pure predictive modeling or optimization. But the fact is that big data encompasses all this. So when we say big data, and as I said earlier, advanced analytics goes with the term of big data, so they are two sides of the same coin, and both of them represent this and a lot more. But to summarize, so what big data